Hey everyone! Today I'm showing the results of the second week of trying out my whitelist generator in real trades. As you may remember, the last time the profit-to-loss ratio was off the charts, but due to one big loss of over 3%, the ROE and P&L left much to be desired. While these real trades were going on, my data collection algorithms were gathering the statistics on active markets outside the main trading account. Before implementing the algorithms based on the stats from that week, I have reviewed the real trading results. Here is the setup from back then. I have color-coded the performance of the coins on each side. Green is good, meaning that the P&L and ROE are positive. Red means bad, meaning that I've lost money as a result of trading these. As you can see here, we have our good friend lever. In the end, it did not manage to fully recover from that one loss. Plus, I got losses on storage, 2 on each side, neither of which have recovered. The gray highlights are the coins where nothing really happened at all, 0 trades, meaning that they only froze up my margin for no reason, despite being active in the previous period. I have decided on the rules for carrying over the coins from one week to another. So here they are. The good coins are obviously carried over as is. The gray coins are eliminated. And with the red ones, I have to review all the losses, and if I see a potential for future profits and manage to find ways to neutralize the losses, I carry over these coins into next week too. A bit counterintuitive, I might say, but the thing is, at least I have something to work with, as opposed to the gray sleepers here. So yeah, these 4 green coins I'm carrying over as is. Now, lever is a weird one. After the loss, it kept on bringing profits, with an overall profit-to-loss ratio of 11. Plus, during that period, it showed itself pretty well in the data gathering algorithms, and successfully got through my whitelist filtering criteria yet again. So I decided to give it another chance. We'll see if it does any better. With that one loss I've shown you last time, I couldn't really see a way to avoid or mitigate it, so weirdly, lever is carried over as is. Now, storage. I've reviewed the losses and saw that this short of a distance might be wrong for this coin at this time. On 3 of the 4 losses, I saw shots of about 1.6%, which all rolled back quite nicely, and had I used a distance of about 1.5, these would have been nice profits, with takes possible even in the 0.3 to 0.4% range. Another observation about these losses is that even at a short distance, there was a chance to reduce the loss, as actually 3 of them stayed legitimately open for way longer than 4 seconds. What if in these cases I could gradually reduce the stop loss to sort of box the price into an ever-narrowing corridor between the take profit and the stop loss? For that, I decided to use something called a trailing stop. And from what I understood at the time, it does exactly that. So I carried over storage, but with a twist. I set it to a distance of 1.6 with a trailing stop. Now that these veterans are dealt with, I have generated a new list for the week. You may remember that I wanted to increase the number of coins, since at any given time, not all of them have active orders due to delta filters. So I have relaxed the selection criteria, from ROE of 0.5% down to 0.2%, and I've also reduced the minimum required number of trades from 3 down to 2. And also, I welcomed the coins with leverage of 16 and above, whereas previously my cutoff point was 20 and above. With all of that put together, I ended up with a total of 25 orders. Also, I made some changes to the algos. In an attempt to reduce each individual loss, I brought down the stop-loss value to 0.5% and also implemented a trailing stop value of 0.05%. So let's see what the results were from all these changes and updates. This looks familiar. This is what I had back in week 38. Now let's switch to week 39. Whoa, look at that. What a dramatic difference. ROE of 5%. and P&L of 1.26 USDT, even with the micro-sized orders of 25 USDT. This means that I'm finally out of the 188 trap, and I'm moving up to 189 in balance. The profit-to-loss ratio is almost 7.5. It's not 12, but it's still impressive, and most importantly, it resulted in a positive P&L due to not having huge losses. Let's quickly look at the coins that I've carried over from the previous week and see whether Lever and Storage made good on the benefit of the doubt that I gave them. With Storage, it's pretty simple. I've had only one trade at the distance of 1.6. I set the take profit at 0.3 and it gave me an ROE of 0.34. A bit lackluster in terms of the number of trades at that distance, but hey, a profit is a profit. Now let's check out Lever. Limited to this week, it has been doing okay. A profit-to-loss ratio of 6 and a total ROE of just above 1%. What it did earn is still not enough to cover that first loss. We're still about 10 cents short, but it's moving in the right direction, which I hope will continue. Let's check out other familiar faces carried over from the previous week. WLD has 3 profits. Okay, nice. SEI, on the other hand, was quiet, no trades. Now here I quickly threw together a few tables to see the overall picture during the week. Look here, as soon as I turned on my week 39 algorithms, on a daily basis I can see the P&L growing, except for this one day. And the number of trades is of course also growing compared to the previous iteration. And here are all the coins that contributed to these results. Now I've got 11 of them, and only 2 were losing money overall. I am pretty satisfied with the results actually. 5% ROE over 6 days, that is nice. In the third week of having developed the generator, we're finally getting somewhere. As the new change-up period is approaching, I'll analyze the real results in more depth, carry over the best, and then get the new data from the generator to proceed as planned. And maybe it's time to bump up the order size a little bit. I'll let you know how it goes. In the traditional summary of today's video, I would have loved to say that I finally found a gold mine, got obscenely rich, and am moving to the Bahamas next week. But of course, it's too early for that. It's just one good week. Instead, I would like to reaffirm the lesson from the previous video. Keep on trying, and you might succeed. I've stuck with this idea for a while now, continuously refining and adjusting it, and it seems to work. Fingers crossed. I will carry on doing exactly that. I'll find ways to improve and expand it, and maybe even get it more optimized to leave me more room for researching other strategies. And I will report to you next time where this got me. Have a good one. I will see you soon.